What's up, YouTube world? This is Steven again. It is currently 12:49 p.m. on June 25th of 2015, and I would like to welcome you all to my 11th Top Thursday. And today I was actually going to do my top 10 most haunted buildings in the state of Virginia, but then I couldn't find the article that I was going to do it on, so I decided to do something else. And I know back about close to 5 years ago when I started my channel that I did a top 10 Final Destination deaths. However, those deaths weren't in my opinion. It was actually off of a video that I watched, and these were also from the Final Destination movies 1 through 3, not 1 through 5. So these not only are going to be in my opinion, but are also going to be from movies 1 to 5, and I made sure to incorporate at least one death in the top 10, and I also managed to do an honorable mentions list that I'm going to do before I do my number one pick, and I managed to pick one death from each movie to be in the honorable mentions list, so there's going to be 5 honorable mentions. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this list. Number 10, Olivia Castle, Final Destination 5. If you have an appointment to get laser eye surgery, you may want to think about canceling. What happened was she was in a room to get laser eye surgery, and the machine went a little bit over, not a little bit over, a lot of bit over of the limited amount of, I guess, laser brightness or something, I don't know. And what it did was, it burned her eye out, or burned her eye, or whatever, and what happened was she slipped on an eye of one of the teddy bears in the room. She fell out of a window, and she landed on the windshield of a car, causing her death. Number 9, Tim Carpenter, Final Destination 2. He was going to the dentist to get some cavities filled. He smokes, so he was going to get some cavities filled, and after that happened, he saw a flock of pigeons, or whatever you call a group of pigeons, whatever it is, and he made them all scatter, but there were construction workers around where he was, and one of the pigeons got in the construction worker's way, made him back up, and his elbow hit one of the levers that was holding up this glass pane, and then the glass pane was right above Tim Carpenter. The glass fell on him and crushed him into a human pancake. Number 8, Nora Carpenter, Final Destination 2. This is after she was still grieving over her son Tim Carpenter's death. She was going into the elevator of an apartment, and this guy with a basket of hooks managed to get one of the hooks caught in Nora Carpenter's braid, and when she was trying to get out of the elevator, her braid was still caught in the hook, and the elevator didn't have the bumpers fixed, so the elevator slammed in on her neck and was lifting her and kept on lifting her until the elevator doors decapitated her. Number 7, Billy Hitchcock, Final Destination 1. Good old clueless and goofy Billy. Also known as confident and cocky Steven Stifler in American Pie. Billy Hitchcock was outside of a train with a bunch of his friends in the Final Destination movie, and he was going pretty much ballistic and losing his mind over the fact that his friend, oh shoot, I forget, Carter, that's it, Carter should have died, and that he got saved by Alex, I think was his name. Yeah, Alex Browning, I think. And then Billy knew he was going to die next, but what he didn't know was he was going to die right then and there. The train managed to kick up a piece of shrapnel that was left over by Carter's mangled car, and it kicked up the shrapnel, flung it at Billy Hitchcock like a ninja star, and it decapitated him from here up. So it decapitated him at the jawline. Number 6, Frankie Cheeks, Final Destination 3. Good old Frankie. Oh, this guy was a big douche. Alright, yeah, he was at this fast food place when protagonists Wendy and I forget the guy's name, but I know the girl's name was Wendy, and the guy protagonist that was driving the car was honking at Frankie to pull up because there was this semi truck that was rolling down this steep hill, and Frankie pretty much flipped him the bird, and then Wendy was telling the car behind them to back up, and when the guy antagonist knew they didn't have much time to get out, the guy antagonist managed to kick out the windshield. Wendy and him managed to jump out, and Frankie got sliced by the guy protagonist's truck engine as the semi-automatic truck hit his truck, and that truck's engine went into the back of Frankie Cheek's head and sliced his back of his head open by the engine fan. Now we're going to get into my top 5. Number 5, Candace Hooper, Final Destination 5. May want to rethink about being a gymnast. She was on the uneven bars, and this other gymnast was on the balance beam, and that gymnast managed to get her step on a sharp nail, which managed to take her off the balance beam and hit the chalk that you rub on your hands to make them less sweaty, I guess. The chalk got into Candace's eyes. She flipped off the uneven bars, and her spinal cord snapped. But it didn't even look like her spinal cord snapped. It looked like all of these bones just started coming out of her body. Like there's a knee bone sticking out, a leg bone sticking out, arm bones sticking out, and everything, blood coming out of her mouth. It was gross. Number 4, Ashley Friend and Ashlyn Halperin, Final Destination 3. Ever thought about going to a tanning bed? May want to rethink that. These two both went to a tanning bed in order to look, I guess, more tan or have more color to them for graduation. And in the tanning bed, excuse me, the tanning beds managed to malfunction after one of them brought a slushy in, and as the slushy started to sweat with that water coming down the cup, it managed to get into one of these machines that controlled the tanning beds, and it managed to bring the heat up in the tanning beds like really, really high, and they couldn't get out because there was this wooden board caught in between the two beds, and they ended up incinerating to their death because they were both trapped after the tanning beds malfunctioned, and they both burned to their deaths after the heat got too high. Number 3, Rory Peters, Final Destination 2. Good old Rory. Good old cocaine and crack addict Rory. This guy looks like Tommy Lee. Alright, so after another character in the movie died, I mean literally right after she died, her cigarette fell into this pipe that had like oil or gasoline or whatever in it from a news truck, and the burn or the char or whatever from the cigarette went over to a barbed wire fence that was right near the news truck, and the news truck ended up exploding, which sent the barbed wire flying over to Rory Peters, slicing off one of his arms and trisecting him, aka dismembering him. It dismembered him like right here and at the waist as well, and his body parts ended up sliding off, and his legs just fell. It was gross. It was cool though. It looked cool. Number 2, Hunt Wynorski, The Final Destination, also known as Final Destination 4. Good old Hunt. Have you ever had a lucky coin? May want to either trade it, give it away, or throw it out. This guy was playing with his lucky coin, and it managed to lose his grasp and end up in a pool, and a drain sucked in the lucky coin. Hunt was trying to go after it, and not only did the drain sucking his coin, it also sucked in him, and the pressure from the drain got so high that it sucked his intestines and organs out of his butthole. Yeah, you heard me right. Yeah, may want to get rid of your lucky coins there. And here are my, before I reveal my number one pick, here are my honorable mentions from most considered to least considered. Ian McKinley, crushed in half by a falling malfunctioning cherry picker, Final Destination 3. Andy Kuzer, flown away by carbon dioxide tank, chest diced by chain wire fence, The Final Destination. Valerie Luton, computer shard exploded into throat, kitchen knife falls on chest, and is forced through by a chair before her house exploded, Final Destination 1. Kat Jennings, hit by airbag, impaled in the back of the head through the forehead by a pipe, Final Destination 2. Dennis Lapman, eyes and head penetrated by flying wrench, Final Destination 5. And my number one death on my top 10 Final Destination deaths list is Aaron Ulmer, Final Destination 3. Boyfriend of Ian McKinley, who got saved right before this happened. Aaron Ulmer slipped back into a nail gun, and her hand was up like this, and the nail gun shot multiple times in the back of her head and ended up going through her face and forehead and stuff as well. And that was how she died. So she managed to die a slow and really painful death, and she literally got nailed. Let's just say. And that's it. Those are my top 10 Final Destination deaths from movies 1 through 5, and these are in my opinion. So for my next Top Thursday, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I have an idea in mind, but I'm not sure if I'm going to do it yet or not, but we'll wait and see. So that's it for this Thursday. If you want to see my most recent Top Thursday, click around this journal area right here. Oh, let me see if I'm pointing in the... There it is. There we go. And if you liked what you saw in this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Hit subscribe right there. I want to see you Richmonders hit that subscribe button hard. And comment below. And I will see you guys next time with another video. This is Steven signing out.